Just a moment. Just a moment. I just want to talk, man. Little rant. I just want to get into a few things that I ain't able to get into every day. I know. I've been going for a minute. I ain't dropped a video in a while, man. But I know y'all bearing with me. I know y'all gonna give me a chance. It's Smitty, baby. Come on now.
Philly fam, I'm back. I'm back.
First and foremost, man, if I get into this thing, man, hey, I want to tell all y'all, man, I appreciate y'all, man, and check on your loved ones. Mental health is affecting people every day. You don't know what's going on, man. So y'all reach out to your peoples, man, and tell them you love them. Second, I want to tell y'all, I thank and appreciate y'all every time y'all click on one of these videos. I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Please, man. I'm just trying to get to where I can keep giving y'all good content and I can keep coming with it, man, because we had a day and time, man, where YouTube is the way. And, following Smitty, as Ohana said, as the newcomer, I might be the GOAT. I don't know. But for real, let's really talk about some things. We have right now the Philadelphia Eagles have 4 roster spots available, and we got some glaring weaknesses. People have pointed them out. We don't know what the safety position look like. We really haven't locked in to see what Nicholas Morrow gonna look like next to Nakobe Dean. We got some guys that's been on the team, Sean Bradley. We got Davion Taylor. We you know what I'm saying? We got some guys that, when put to the test, we don't know what they're gonna be yet. And we're trying to figure it out. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the facts that we have depth and everything is becoming a luxury. It's becoming one of those things where, when you tap into it and you really look around, who really got a better roster than us again 2 years in a row? We've been in a situation where everything is everything. It's looking real crispy. I understand, people don't want us to win. People don't want to see us do it. But I feel like this year Super Bowl 58 is ours. It's ours. It's nothing, you can really do to stop it. There's nothing you really can do to delay destiny. The Eagles are destined for greatness. And Howie Roseman is the key, right? He's the first key. He's not the only key, but he's the first key to getting his team right. And he started by manufacturing natural chemistry. He brought in Devontae Smith. He brought in Jalen Hurts. He brought in A.J. Brown. He brought in Rambo. He brought in DeAndre Swift. He brought in Cal Kater. He brought in Trey Sermon. He's bringing in guys that have associated themselves with our already leader in Jalen Hurts. We have to understand that we have a leader. We have a guy that people bought into. We had Donovan McNabb for years, who I despise, but that's another day, another topic. People didn't buy in a lot to what Donovan McNabb had going on. A lot of people didn't really care that Donovan McNabb was, doing what he was doing, and he started to become hated and loved at the same time. But now we have a Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is loved not only by the people inside the locker room with him, he's loved by people outside of the locker room, people that have never been in a battlefield situation with him. If you talk to guys that's been in the army, the dudes that stayed at the barracks aren't as respected as the guys that was on the front line in the field. We put our life on the line next to each other. And it's like, the guys that are reaching out to really put a radar on if the Eagles need something. I think the needle with Jalen Hurts having the season he had has been moved. It's been repositioned. Now, unlike what people were saying last year when we got AJ Brown, people are like, dang, he really can throw the rock. I see a guy like D Hop still sitting out there, man, and it's a possibility that if you really look at it, right? If you really start to evaluate, he's been out there a long time, man. He's been available for a long minute now. And it's not long in the sense of days and hours, but it's already late in free agency. It's already a delay into the time that he gets to get out there. Now, if he was one of those free agents straight off the ripper, he'd probably be looking at 20 plus million. But he been sitting. He been waiting. And if his mindset to me is like Dalvin Cook mindset, who wants to at this age play for championships and not for money, then the Philadelphia Eagles got a shot. People want to knock us, because last year before we really, as a whole, it's few people that believed in Jalen Hurts, but as a whole, people were looking at what he didn't have. Me personally, I can call my brother on the phone right now and tell you. Last year, I told him I believed in Jalen Hurts' ability to win. I believed he was a leader. I didn't know what the passing game was going to look like, though. I already knew he could run the rock. I already knew he could partially throw the rock, but I felt like he was getting into those modes of quarterbacks that, run first. And I wanted him to use your run to set up the pass. And he did that, right? So now the offensive side of the ball is locked in. Now you want to go get a D-Hop? You want to go get another receiver out of there? You want to go get a Sutton? You want to go get one of these guys that can step in and attribute to the offense? Cool. Because you have leaders, Jason Kelce, Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, guys who are respected enough when they say something, it's people take heed to it. People listen to what they gotta say. And then you got a guy on the other side of the ball, right? Your quarterback of the offense, Nakobe Dean. Now, with Nakobe Dean on the other side of the ball, you have manufactured on that side, right? You brought in a Kelly Ringo. You brought in a Nolan Smith, a Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. You left pieces like Darius Slay, Bradbury, Avonte Maddox, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Josh Sweat. You brought in these guys, Hassan Reddick. You know what I'm saying? Last year, you brought in Hassan Reddick. You brought in a CJ. But guess what? He left. Now you have a couple voids to fill, but I feel like the Javon Hargrave one is possibly going to be one of our easiest hurdles to get over. Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, right? Jalen Carter is going to damage people. You have Jordan Davis next to him, right? And they have natural camaraderie. They have a brothership already. They've won championships together. So now you bring in them into the fold. You have somebody who's a nautical scientist, right? He's a nautical engineer. You telling me he can't get back there and be a defender and break it down and give you what you need? I feel like, bro, it's going to be some things people ain't going to like this year. The defensive scheme is going to have you frustrated. But I tell you this, if we had 70 last year with a guy who was bottom half of the league and bringing the blitz, I believe we beat the record this year. I think Nolan Smith comes in and gives us 7.5 to 8 sacks. I feel like, everybody else, Brandon Graham might lay back a little bit, but I feel Joshua and Hassan Reddick going to take a step forward. I feel like Nolan Smith is going to add to the addition. I feel like Milton Williams is going to have one of those, you didn't believe in me, but now you do. Fletcher Cox might have a rebirth. he might be able to go, 8 or 9 sacks this year. Like, I looked at the record earlier last night when I was on with Birds of Broad Street. It's only 22.5. You got to do like Hassan Reddick, who's speaking like he had 8.5 sacks last year. If he's able to produce more sacks, he's able to get more people involved. He's able to change the trajectory of where they thought we would be at this year to something different. He feels disrespected. You didn't put him in the defensive player of the year, and he was second in sacks last year, and he caused pressure. Down the stretch, he had one of the best endings to the season that you could have. The only game, and it don't even account for the votes, that he did not accumulate, pressure like he wanted to, was the Super Bowl, and that wasn't even on him. But guess what? The fact of the matter is you have a guy in Nakobe Dean who I feel, and don't know this, you can quote me, but I don't care. He has the knowledge to be able to make people around him better, put you in positions to make you better. If you look at last year, TJ Edwards didn't really put us in position to be better. A lot of times he got caught in a position to be worse. I feel like Howie Roseman has really created something, and then you brought in guys like Greedy Williams, and you brought in Eli Ricks. You're bringing in pieces, Justin Evans, Terrell Edmonds. You bringing in guys who, if it works out, is high reward. I would like to see a situation where Sidney Brown, Blankenship, and Terrell Edmonds are seeing the field at a high rate. You know why? That means teams are passing the ball and not running the ball, because I don't think Jordan Davis is going to let it happen. And I really think him and Nakobe Dean coming from the same draft, I think this is going to be crazy, man. I think it's really going to get under people's skin because people expect us to go backwards. In actuality, we're going forward. It's gonna be one of those things where people don't like to see us succeed, bro. And I don't know why people don't like Philly, but I love it. And I don't care why you don't like us. It's a lot of things going on, man, behind the scenes that we don't get to see. And I think people have bought in. And if it's a buy-in, then we can win. Because as Miss Ash said, I had a purpose before you had an opinion. Or we could say, keep the main thing the main thing. But, I don't know if y'all know my favorite. I use it every time now, what I'm saying? It's starting to become a part of me.
Money is nice. Championships are better.
What's better than championships? Yeah, money is nice. Championships are better. I need one. I got one. I need another one. My son just became a Philadelphia Eagle fan. He need one. He watched me win 2017, but he wasn't a football fan. We are in a position, man, that most teams don't get a chance to be in. And right now is the time. Strike while the iron is hot. I got some things coming for y'all, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be bad. It's going to be indifferent. I got some things coming, man. And y'all just stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe if you made it this far. Last time I was trying to figure it out, right? Mike got the muscle emoji. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to leave me some of them Eagles down there, man. I love the birds, man. And as you see, I tried to revamp the little logo, see what it looked like. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. About my new setup. I dropped some flags behind us. I got us some new lightings. I got us a new camera. Got us a new mic. You know what I'm saying? I even caught me a little headphones, man. I'm just trying to do everything I can, man, to show y'all that I'm going to keep bringing good content, man. So when y'all tune in and y'all listening to your boy, man, Y'all know what it is, man. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be authentic. We're gonna talk about whatever. Listen, it's slow season. So if anything come across you and you want me to step on here on these videos that I'm finna start dropping, you know, Philly 500 gave me some advice, and I'm gonna take that advice, man. Shout out to Philly 500. Shout out to Joe Castro. Shout out to my guys, man. Philly Mike, LB. Shout out to these guys. Also, shout out to King DV and Birds of Broad Street. Shout out to my guy Cole's Cowboys, man. Listen, greatness is coming. Even though Coles is a Cowboys fan, his greatness is never coming. But the rest of us coming, man. So y'all tune in, stay tuned in, man. And until next time, go back.
Philly fam, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Love y'all, man. It's been nice, man. It's been love, man. Hey, man. Hey, love these. Share, comment, drop it.